And now we bring you a simple story of everyday people. There's no place like home.
This bush poetry competition is exciting, isn't it?
No, it's not exciting. It is not exciting at all. There is nothing exciting about the children being dragged away from their important lessons to participate in some ridiculous poetry competition. Who do Flavia and Dirk and all these local busybodies think they are? What will it take to make people like Flavia realize that I am the teacher? What will it take to make people like her let me get on with teaching and to stop coming up with distracting events like poetry competitions?
But it's bush poetry.
Exactly, it's bush poetry. It's not even real poetry.
Oh, that's not fair, Mr. Zigarudis.
Of course it is. It's perfectly fair. Look, bush poetry is fine, I suppose. I guess there's nothing particularly wrong with badly written verse about horses escaping from barns and men boiling chocolate bags and droughts.
Really, Mr. Zigarudis?
And lines that don't scan properly and the wrong syllables being stressed and rhymes that don't.
I don't think you're being...
That's not exactly Keats, is it?
fair.
Really? Well, why don't you see what literary gems our local bush poet Clive McFlurry was able to produce when the muse was upon him? Let's see. What paragons of grammar and syntax and rhyme emerge from the collected works of Coochie Creek's resident bush poet Clive McFlurry. Let's see. Old Lachlan Smith from Border Town, he kept a flock of geese. So far so adequate. And oh, the terrible old sound. That should be. And oh, the terrible old sound, not. And oh, the terrible old sound. Well, one does not stress the first and final syllables of terrible, it's terrible, not terrible. That is just terrible. And why old sound? The old serves no purpose, it's just filler. The sound is no older than any other sound. They're geese.
It's just a poem, Mr. Zigarudis. Perhaps you're taking this a bit
And border town does not rhyme with sound. Border town rhymes with sound. Border town rhymes with sound. And sound is not a word.
Hey dude, you're being totally sound.
Sound!
Sound.
Sound! Sound! Sound!
I think it might be a word, actually.
6, 7, so sound.
Well, it wasn't a word when Clive McFlurry wrote this poem. And anyway, he didn't use sound.
Sound is a really cool word.
He wrote, where were we? Let's see. Old Lachlan Smith from Border Town, he kept a flock of geese. And oh, the terrible old sound, because he wanted to have a feast. Because he wanted to have a feast. What sort of a line is that? It's muddled, it's asinine, it's pointless, it has too many syllables, it doesn't scan properly,
It's the recipient of several awards, and there's talks of printing it on a banknote. Some people have referred to Old Lachlan Smith from Bordertown as the finest Australian poem of the 1930s.
Well, the 1930s was not humanity's finest decade.
Clive McFlurry's poems are enjoying a bit of a resurgence in popularity amongst young people.
Many things from the 1930s are, and that's not something to get excited about. Do we really have to stop teaching physics and calculus and Shakespeare in order to teach the children this doggerel?
But it's exciting, the first annual Coochie Creek Bush Poetry Competition. The kids get to write their own bush ballads and humorous poems and learn about our local literature.
Well, our local history is increasingly becoming a disciplina non grata due to a few too many regrettable settler-related incidents coming to light. So I guess we have to fall back on our local literature. But if we must have this sort of thing, can't the kids learn how to write a sonnet?
Sound.
And can't they do it after school?
Mr. Zigarudis, Miss Lindy, can we start writing our bush poetry? Please! Can we please start writing our bush poetry?
See? They're so enthusiastic.
I've already started mine. It's about a magpie who swoops people and pecks their eyes out.
Charming.
We get to write poems today.
Yay! Can we write lots of poems? Lots and lots of poems?
See? Such enthusiasm about poetry. This is what we should be encouraging. Yes, you can write as many poems as you like.
2 poems.
Sure.
3 poems?
Absolutely. You can write 4, 5, 6.
No, don't say the next
7.
word.
6, 7, 6, 7.
Is a phrase that's forbidden in heaven. A painful, ridiculous phrase that I pray is no more than a phase. What is it intended to do?
6, 7.
I think annoy people like you. And that, kids, is a poem.
Is it?
Yay!
So yes, kids, you can write poems. Well done.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Here's my poem. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. A bird did a poo-poo on Kevin.
No, it didn't. A bird didn't do a poo-poo on me.
Yeah, it did, Kevin. When you were walking to school, it was all over the back of your jumper.
I hate poems.
Well, so far this is going well.
I've got a poem.
Oh yes?
It isn't about bird behavior, is it?
No, it's about me.
Oh, yes. Go on.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'm really, really clever.
If you think 7 rhymes with clever, then you are not really. As you can tell, Lindy, we haven't taught them yet what ironic means.
Ironic? Oh, that's like rain on your wedding day, isn't it?
No.
But anyway, kids, we're going to learn about bush poetry.
Yeah!
What's
poetry?
Well, let's start explaining what a poem is. A poem is, well, it's a bit like a story, but it's written in lines.
Lines? You mean like what Mr. Zigarudis makes us write on the blackboard?
Well, that could be a poem. Some modern poems are a bit like that, but it's more like, well, you know, roses are red, violets are blue.
Oh, no, please, Lindy.
Well, that's a short poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. This is a poem I've written for you.
Yay!
Now, poems can be about all sorts of things, but they should have a rhythm and often they rhyme too. For example, let us go then, you and I, as the evening is spread out against the sky.
Let us go then, you and me, because we're having Macca's for tea.
No, that was T.S. Eliot.
I think you're getting the hang of it.
Let us go then, you and me, but not my brother Curtis, because he has an allergy.
I don't think you're getting the hang of it.
Let us go then, you and me. But first we have to go to my grandma's 80th birthday party, which is at that nursing home, and then have footy training, and then Daddy's has to go to Bunnings and spend that voucher he won, even though Mummy says he doesn't need another leaflet. And then what word has to rhyme again? B. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then we have to drive slowly in case on the road there's a wallaby. Yeah!
No. In case you get stung by a bee.
No. You have to drive slowly so you don't see a tree on the freeway. Yeah!
Well done. That's fantastic.
You're the best poet ever. You win the poetry competition. You win the poetry competition. You win the poetry competition. Yay! I win. But you're not going to win the poetry competition because I will.
Please.
No,
Mine was so much better than yours.
Guys, break it up.
Thank you. You're all winners. You've all written great poetry.
But I'm better than
Okay.
everyone else. No, that was me.
Let me go then by myself to grab a bottle from the shelf.
Now I'm better. This is pointless.
So, I think we now know what a poem is. So, what is a bush poem?
Is it about?
Please, if you can't work that out.
Is it a poem, but about the bush?
Well
done.
done.
Yay.
So, for example, a man called Banjo Patterson wrote a bush poem called The Man from Snowy River. What do you think that poem might be about?
It's about big snowy mountains. A guy from the snowy mountains. Maybe someone went to the beach.
Children.
A guy who rides and throws surfing into the distance. Oh, a guy with a pet wolf. Why is he called Banjo?
I
Please.
don't know. Maybe he liked playing the banjo. What do you think?
Oh, I feel like that he is called Banjo because he hates a banjo, but his mum just decided to call him Banjo because she likes someone that plays the banjo, and that was his dad. Maybe he bought a banjo and it was very expensive, and then he threw it at the guys. He liked a banjo and he liked playing it.
And a man called Henry Lawson wrote a poem called The Ballad of the Drover. Can you guess what that's about?
Miss Lindy, why isn't he called Guitar Lawson or Bagpipe Lawson? Because if Banjo Patterson was called Banjo Patterson, then how come?
Why isn't he called Spotify?
I think they were just
Why isn't he on Spotify?
named these guys.
Is he on TikTok?
No.
And there was a man called C.J. Dennis. He wrote a poem called The Swagman.
Why isn't he called DJ Dennis?
He should be called Vacuum Cleaner Dennis.
A vacuum cleaner clearly isn't a musical instrument.
It clearly is. People clean their houses with vacuums, and it can be a musical instrument if you do it on a beat like.
I've never seen someone in a band using a vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaners are really lame.
Well, I don't care.
Let's try and get back on track. Does anyone have any idea what you think The Swagman might be about?
Hey, it might be about a swag.
It might be about a really grown
It
up
might be
man.
someone with swag.
And he's on the swing, and he's singing swagging.
And he talks like a girl, and he's like,
Swagging.
But kids, here in Coochie Creek, we have our very own bush poet, Clive
Who
McFlurry.
has swag? Obviously, not you. Clive McFlurry. Is he famous?
Apparently.
He was very famous once.
What happened? Why isn't he famous anymore?
Read some of his poems and you'll find out. Or maybe don't read them.
There are some of his poems we probably shouldn't study. Clive McFlurry was from a different time, but he also wrote a lot of lovely poems, and he's from Coochie Creek. It's very exciting that our town has its own local poet. And recently, a whole lot of new poems by him were discovered in Flavia's antique shop. You know Flavia's shop, don't you, kids?
Yes, my mummy got something from the olden days there.
Oh, what was it?
Tetanus.
Well, recently a whole lot of new poems by Mr. McFlurry were discovered in Flavia's shop too, and we've dusted them off and sprayed them with disinfectant, and we're going to have a big poetry celebration in the town.
What poems did Clive McFlurry write?
Well, there was one called The Stallion That Got Away. That's a great poem. And he also wrote an Outback Test Match, which is about, well, a test match in the Outback, I think. And there's a very funny poem by him called Flash Harry from Malawilangi Dibindi Badunga Kurungabi Kuba Kabunga Lagundi Gallangadumbi Creek. I hope we'll be able to learn that one. And he wrote The Wasp at the Picnic and The Sick Kangaroo. They're really good.
If you say so.
But now we're coming to the fun part of the lesson.
Oh, good! I've been waiting for the fun part.
You get to write your own poems.
But if Banjo Patterson and Clive McFlurry and Mr. Vacuum Cleaner have already written all the bush poems, why do we need to write them?
Good question.
So you can enter them in the Coochie Creek Bush Poetry Competition.
Yeah!
So let's have a go at writing some bush poems. Has anyone got any ideas or
Me,
poems?
pick
Yeah?
me! Let's see. What about... I was walking by and I saw a goanna. He lived right next door to my great-great-grandma. Koala, koala, in the tree. I walked under it and it pee-peed on me.
Okay, thank you. That was lovely. And
That's inappropriate.
have
But
you
that is really good.
Let's hear it.
Flowers are pink and I don't know why, but they grow like that, so I guess that's why.
Oh, you
Thank
just,
you.
you make me laugh.
Anyone else? Any ideas?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Flowers are green, but the brown ones are made of poo.
Hey, that's offensive.
Oh, that's my favourite version of that poem.
I saw an ostrich walking by. It had a jump one, but I don't know why.
Thank you, everyone.
Another one.
Another one. Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very good. I like poetry.
Green leaves are on the flowers, but to grow them, it takes hours.
Yes. Hours, flowers. Love it. You seem to be enjoying the poems, Mr. Zigarudis.
Oh, I am.
So you finally realise what the kids are capable of.
I have.
Great.
Yes, I realize that these wonderful children are capable of something I previously thought impossible. I realize they are capable of convincing Flavia to let me get on with teaching. Because after she's heard these poems, she will never want to organize an after-school program, an art show, a festival of culture, or a poetry competition ever again!
Roses are red and they grow in a clearing. Will Flavia finally stop interfering? Will her poetry contest have finally closed once she hears all the poems the kids have composed? Find out in that epic, unmissable tome. Next week's episode of There's No Place Like Home.